I'm Crickets, and welcome back to I Have a Story. As you can tell by my hair, I'm back with another breaking news story. We had yet another person try to jump off the Mackinac Bridge yesterday. Another person who wanted to commit suicide. Just a few months ago, I heard another story where a guy actually did jump off the bridge. And he did die. There have been many incidences of people trying to jump off the Mackinac Bridge. One of the reasons I'm bringing you this story is because our local news channels, not a single one will cover it. This morning, this happened yesterday, and this morning I tried searching. Anybody covering this story yet? No, except for this group right here, which is a Facebook group, which is a group of people who started this page because our local news channels won't cover these stories, and they have the police scanners to pick up what's going on in the police scanning the communications that are going on, and they are airing the stories along with me. Now, why won't our news channels air these stories? Why is it? I'll link it in again at the end of this video. Why is it 2 weeks after a judge is intoxicated, hits a person on a bicycle, flees and leaves that person for dead? In our news, I aired that story and gave you the full story 2 weeks after it happened. 2 weeks after I aired the story, a month after it actually happened, then our local news channel came out and said, "We need your help trying to find out what happened and somebody hit and run." One, how do you not know what happened? I know what happened. I aired the story 2 weeks before the news did. But yet 2 weeks later, or a month after it happened, our news still doesn't want to report what's really going on. And why did it take them a month? I mean, typically, if any individual hits and runs a victim, aren't we putting out an APB that day? Aren't we asking the people for help to find this person the day it happens, not a full entire month later? I'm sick of it. How much of this is going on in our country that our news just wants to sweep everything under the rug? I got this report yesterday from one of my inside professionals. And the only thing we can come up with is our news does not want people knowing what's really going on. Well, how do we get people help if we just sweep everything under the rug? Seems to be all this country is anymore. Make me feel good. We don't want to look at the bad, but we're going to cry when it happens to us. I'm losing it. I'm truly losing it. So yesterday there was a call. A woman called in, said, "I'm driving down I-75. I'm going to kill myself. I have a gun, and I want to die." She made it to the Mackinac Bridge, made it off the side of the bridge, and was hanging from the bridge by one arm with a gun in her hand, threatening to kill herself. Fortunately, I don't know anymore. I mean, I want out of my misery. I don't think if I wanted to commit suicide that I want somebody to stop me, because you're not going to make my life any better. I've spent years trying to make my life better. I can't do it when our systems do nothing but damn me on top of it. I thought we already knew what happens when victims seek help and you turn around and victimize a victim on top of it and force that person to watch their children be abused, watch their children run away, drugged, die, and don't nobody give a damn. Lose my rights, my freedom, my finances, illegally, file case after case, and nobody even wants to respond to it. To call and ask for help, and nobody wants to respond to it. Again, I even called the Abused Victims Advocate Hotline, and they won't even call me back because I'm a man. You're supposed to take the abuse. I go to my sheriff's department after I call 911, and police come here, state and local, and say, "Don't you take your kids back to there. Go down and file a report." But then I go down to file the report that same day, and I get laughed at and denied my right to file a report, a police report. And we wonder why so much is happening, right? Why so many people want to die today. Boy, modern era is just wonderful. And then our news and the entities, all of them that want to sweep all this under the rug. And nobody wants to pay attention to the people. And we wonder why the people are going out of control. I aired the story about the The man who stabbed people in Traverse City Walmart and their family sought help and begged for help, and nobody would help them, and look what happened. The man was in mental institutes and mental places where he got help, and we don't have the money for that no more, so we had to close them all down. There's no help for the people. But we have godzillions of dollars to give away. Millions of dollars for our representatives to just give away to their friends. To take millions and billions of dollars and send them overseas and out of our country, but we don't have the money here to take care of ourselves, right? And we wonder why so much of this is happening. Nothing but abuse and neglect. This is why America's falling. A huge part of it. We have godzillions of dollars to pay people who can run, who can catch a ball, who can throw a ball, people who can cook food. That's one that's pissing me off. I mean, I can't believe that we even glorify food today. So highly praised that we can make food. But yeah, we can't take care of the people. We got godzillions of dollars to give to people who can pretend to be something they're not. A job that's so hard that children and a dog and a cat, I mean, we have Milo and Otis, right? They can do it. But Tom Cruise is worth godzillions of dollars, right? And we wonder why there's such a separation of money in our country. But yet people keep feeding the system. Are we ever going to join together and stand up for what we actually care about, what our morals and values should be aligned at, and start taking care of the people? I've already shared on my channel. File case after case, call, beg, plead for help, even make threats, and nobody want to hear it. There's no help for the people no more. And we wonder why so many people want to jump off a bridge. And then our news stories don't want to cover it. So please like, share, subscribe, help these stories get heard, because this is what is truly going on here. But yet nobody wants to help. All the entities we have here just want to cause more abuse, more harm, and sweep it all under the rug. And we wonder why more and more people turn to drugs, alcohol, violence, abuse, and even want to kill themselves. What's it going to take to make it all stop?